New on your Refss dashboard, we have released 3-level reporting. So next time you sign into your homepage, you will notice that we now have a roll-up of self-assessment and implementation across all risk areas. So if we just click into self-assessment, we'll notice that this takes us through to the usual level of self-assessment that you're used to viewing, where it breaks it down by risk area, and then you can click through and then you'll reach the actual self-assessment itself. If we click on the implementation, it will take us to a breakdown of implementation across the risk systems, and this can also be accessed through the system status summary in your left-hand menu. Likewise, if we have a look at the reminders, there's now another level of reminder reporting. So if I click through on our 7 tasks that are in the red, it will show us what systems those 7 tasks were within. And as usual, clicking through on the link next to the risk takes us through to see what the actual task is. The second part to the new release is the managing the training status through 3 levels of reporting. So we now have your training register is now captured also through 3 levels of reporting. So what we're seeing here is that there are 7 courses that have expired. There's one that's in the warning phase, so that's up to 30 days prior to expiry. That will be in the yellow. And then here there are 3 that are being captured as being compliant certifications. Here we're capturing if a certificate, someone has been scheduled to complete a certificate, but they haven't completed it by the scheduled date. And here is if it's been scheduled and that date is in the future from today's date. So if we're clicking through any of these here, it will take us to a bit of a summary of the breakdown of these statuses by the courses. So you can see that the 3 compliant are made up of first aid, food safety supervisor, and tobacco training. If you click on any of the statuses here on the left hand side, it will take you through to a more detailed level of the actual staff member themselves, the particular course and what status they're in. So you can perform any filtering here, so you might just want to have a view of all of the courses that have expired, and you can see them by name, and then maybe you want to further filter that by the actual staff member's name, and you can see that these are the 2 courses for Bruce that have expired that you need to renew him on. So you can purchase those new courses and then just come into Bruce's record. And so we can see this one here for Bruce, he's achieved certification, but it has in fact expired. So we can just add a new certificate and just enter the date that it was scheduled and that it was achieved. Enter the expiration date, so that might be typically 3 years. Into the certification number, RTO, etc. and the number. Upload the certificate and hit save, and you'll now notice that there's a new certificate in there with the new expiry date. And now we can view the history of Bruce's certification via the certification library in the left-hand menu under training schedule. And in here we can filter by Bruce and then just have a look at his 2 food safety certifications. So we can see the initial one there and the new one that we've just added in here. So now we have covered all of the updates with the latest release. Thank you for watching, and please don't hesitate to be in contact with our technical support team on our 1300 number, support@refss.com.au, or visit us online and chat live.